The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Hello YouTube, how y'all doing? Well, you see the title up there, okay? Well, this was disturbing. I know of 3 people, FS, Russia, manager, another guy, I can't remember his name, and now this guy. This is a call to you guys out there that like to dig into research, like me, need some help on this. We need to find out how many of these that have actually happened and put them together so people can know. So I'm going to be working on it myself, but we all need to get together and start pinpointing this. There's some strange occurrences going on. So let's dig into all of them that have been happening and start working on it, folks, okay? I mean, this is it's getting a little out of hand, so we need to know what's going on with it and try to pinpoint it a little bit better. And I'm gonna let the robot read to y'all the rest of this stuff, and y'all have a great day, okay? And y'all please let's get on this, okay? It's real important. Much love to y'all.
Obama's kill list critic found dead in New York City. Prominent American blogger and computer prodigy Aaron Swartz, who spoke against the United States President Barack Obama's kill list and cyber attacks against Iran, has been found dead in New York. Police found the body of the 26-year-old in his apartment in New York City borough of Brooklyn on Friday, said a spokeswoman for the city's chief medical examiner. Brooklyn's chief medical examiner ruled the death a suicide by hanging, but no further detail is available about the mysterious death. Last year, Swartz openly criticized the United States and the Israeli regime for launching joint cyber attacks against Iran. The blogger was also vocal in criticizing Obama's so-called kill list and other policies. Obama has been reportedly approving the names put on the kill lists used in the targeted killing operations carried out by the United States assassination drones. Every week or so, more than 100 members of the United States National Security Team gather via secure video teleconference run by the Pentagon, and go over the biographies of suspects in Yemen, Somalia, and Pakistan, and nominate those who should be targeted in the attacks. Obama is then provided with the identities of those put on the kill list and signs off on every strike in Yemen and Somalia as well as the risky strikes in Pakistan. Swartz was also widely credited for co-authoring the specifications for the web feed format RSS 1.0 rich site summary, which he worked on at age 14. RSS is designed to deliver content from sites that change constantly, such as news pages, to users. Swartz was critical of monopoly of information by corporate cartels, and believed that information should be shared and available for the benefit of society. Information is power. But like all power, there are those who want to keep it for themselves, he wrote in an online manifesto in 2008. Based on that belief, the computer prodigy founded the nonprofit group Demand Progress. The group launched a successful campaign to block a 2011 bill that the United States House of Representatives called the Stop Online Piracy Act. Had it been approved, the bill would have allowed court orders to restrain access to some websites considered to be involved in illegal sharing of intellectual property. Demand Progress argued that the thwarted Stop Online Piracy Act would have broadly authorized the United States government to censor and restrict legitimate web communication. Family of Aaron Swartz, government officials partly to blame for his death in the 24 hours since Aaron Swartz, a prodigy programmer turned internet folk hero, hanged himself in his New York apartment. His family and a close friend and mentor have not only expressed devastation, they have been angry. Aaron's death is not simply a personal tragedy, his family wrote in a statement. It is the product of a criminal justice system rife with intimidation and prosecutorial overreach. Swartz, who helped to create RSS at age 14, was indicted in 2011 on charges alleging he improperly downloaded more than 4 million articles from JSTOR, an online system for archiving academic journals. Swartz argued for transparency. JSTOR costs more than $50,000 for an annual university subscription, but court records show that the federal government believed he had, among other felonies, committed wire fraud and computer fraud and unlawfully obtained information from a protected computer. JSTOR ultimately backed Swartz. But his family's statement was unflinchingly critical of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the Cambridge, Mass. University where Swartz had allegedly registered a ghost computer to download the records. Decisions made by officials in the Massachusetts United States Attorney's Office and it may contributed to his death. The United States Attorney's Office pursued an exceptionally harsh array of charges, carrying potentially over 30 years in prison, to punish an alleged crime that had no victims. Meanwhile, unlike JSTOR, MIT refused to stand up for Aaron and its own community's most cherished principles. Swartz's family described him as entirely committed to social justice. He helped to defeat an internet censorship bill and he used his prodigious skills, as a programmer and technologist not to enrich himself, but to make the internet and the world a fairer, better place. Swartz, 26, hanged himself in his New York apartment on Friday, his family confirmed. Lawrence Lessig, a Harvard Law School professor who described himself as a mentor and close friend to Swartz, took to Tumblr to express his own raw emotions. He wrote that Swartz's actions may not have been ethical, but the government's response was overly aggressive. From the beginning, the government worked as hard as it could to characterize what Aaron did in the most extreme and absurd way. The property Aaron had stolen, we were told, was worth millions of dollars with a hint, and then the suggestion that his aim must have been to profit from his crime. But anyone who says that there is money to be made in a stash of academic articles is either an idiot or a liar. It was clear what this was not, yet our government continued to push as if it had caught the 9/11 terrorists red-handed. A spokeswoman for the United States Attorney's Office told Reuters that officials wanted to respect the family's privacy and did not feel it is appropriate to comment on the case at this time. Reuters and the Associated Press reported that they could not reach MIT for comment. Lessig described Swartz as brilliant, funny, a soul, a conscience, the source of a question I have asked myself a million times, what would Aaron think? He concluded his piece, we need to get beyond the I'm right so I'm right to nuke you ethics that dominates our time. That begins with one word, shame.
If you are going to control any population for any length of time, you must bring in an element of getting people to consent to what is happening.
Society is developing more and more in the direction of a thought police that control every thought we have.